Powering up essential systems. Booting root C/audio logs. Reviewing previous data cells. Repairing audio files.
You should be on the lookout for reinforcements. You're playing Where's Waldo?
Where's the 7-foot gun lugger?
Where's the scariest looking person I can find here?
It says, what were you talking about with him?
Oh my goodness, absolutely. I had no idea, officer. we had no idea, officer. God.
So I guess we're all out of luck, ain't we?
That is a shame.
Hearing some things about submarines in the river, and we don't know what a submarine is.
You're showing a guard around the city?
He's a guard?
Miss Dash, I've got a problem.
Yes.
I don't have any ration cards for beer.
If I don't have a beanie on, I think I'll stand out even more than if I do.
Cartoon style chair with like a face and...
Greggor, is this a warning? Are there mutants here?
I think it's just some sort of propaganda. They're probably all dead. But if they start moving, open fire.
Oh no, I'm under attack!
Okay, well that was terrible. Okay, let's hope that nobody else
bleeding.
heard.
Anybody cares?
No.
Is he okay?
There's blood.
Do I see that he's bleeding?
Yes, you do. You see, have you picked yourself up off the floor, or are you just lying in a pool of your own drama?
No, I'm sitting up trying to pick glass out of my face.
So this wasn't much of a glancing.
You said there was a mirror that. You said there was a mirror that shattered, right?
Yes.
Just not. There's not like a ton of huge pieces, just like little bits.
Golden One, you see, he is on edge. He has a knife that he pulled from somewhere. You're really not sure where, but he is on edge now.
This isn't a Captain Jack Harkness situation.
And he goes, okay, wonderful, real slick of ya. This is just freaking peachy.
You have a problem with your furniture.
You don't say.
I'm gonna start trying to like bandage him up and help him kind of pull the glass out of his face.
Dr. Dice, I pull off the beanie. I'm like, can you cover this up too? Now, I don't know if... I guess Greggor had seen it because he wasn't surprised about cybernetics, but I don't know if Dr. Dice has... No, you probably have seen my cybernetics before because you were a doctor in Eden when I came in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you won't be surprised.
Hey, are you a golden boy?
And the Golden One goes, yeah, that's me.
All right. By the way, Rex, meet Golden One. Golden One, meet Rex. Introductions.
Yeah, Golden One, he's sizing you up. He's looking up and down you, which, I mean, is quite a journey for him. He's a little short. Well, I'm glad one of you brought muscle at least.
So, give us the details.
Okay, Golden One, he goes, well, there's plenty of those, so where you want to start? I've been here for a couple of months. I know a lot. Can we get moving, please?
Are we talking metaphorical moving, like getting on with the questions, or like physical moving?
I think it starts with the most important details.
To answer a good friend, Tripping Hazard here, both. And yes, most important details. Well, I think that's a matter of perspective, because my most important detail is bumping off the freaking moron who runs this place, but yours may be different. So, what do you want to know?
Tell us about who runs this place.
And you see, he gets agitated. He's getting more and more agitated as he goes, but he also like hits a little bit of like equilibrium. He just kind of plateaus on a level of agitation. He goes, the dude who runs this place, he calls himself the Guardian or whatever. His name is Roger. His name is Roger Blevins. He came here about, I don't know, like 20 some odd years ago. He some like real narcissistic piece of work. He started this place originally as like some kind of like cult just to support himself, and it's grown over time. He's got this whole mantra about the apocalypse was some sign from God or whatever to shape up our ways, and that we've got to work together. But it's all a bunch of bull crap. Anyone who's well, I mean, I can't say anyone because everyone here doesn't see through it, but it's just this whole hot mess, and he's just sitting on the top of it real pretty, ooh, look at me.
Okay. Bravo makes a mental note to ask someone about this god he's been hearing so much about.
What's the security detail look like?
Well, the security detail, I think it's something you'll really appreciate. It's what we like to call a lot. Now, you ran into a couple of the gods, or at least one of them, when we had our good friend here draw the attention of them. So thankful for that. Now, you have a good supply of gods. Here's the thing I figured out. It took a lot of work to get this. You got to thank me for it. It took a lot of work to get this. There may be a good number of guards, 30 or some odd, but they don't have that many like legitimate weapons. That's why the guards who met you at the gate were only carrying sticks, because the big weapons, their firearms and whatnot, they don't have a lot of those. It's a very limited supply for them. So they keep those under lock and key for when the big problem happens.
That's probably where my confiscated weapons got taken to.
Oh, yeah.
Would I be safe in assuming that?
Most definitely. I mean, calling them confiscated, they've just been added to the stockpile. So from what I've been able to glean, the arsenal is in the same place as the god's main station. It's somewhere it's in the east side, south of where you probably entered the community.
You said that was in the east side?
Yes, I did.
How'd you find out his name was Roger?
Well, I'm good at one thing, and basically one thing only. I mean, besides getting angry, I'm pretty good at that too. But it is going undetected. I am a A-class sneaky person. It helps being this short, So you get in some places, you hear people talk. Actually, so the fun thing, you wanna know this? There's a couple of people who do know his real name, and they are all the ones you call in the upper echelon. You've got a couple of people who understand what's going on, so they can actually run this place in the way that he wants it.
Golden One, the people here don't seem very unhappy for the most part. Somebody said the disagreement was unheard of. How does that happen?
What you'll notice if you stay here long enough is that, like, big scale, like police action or whatever, it's not really heard of. You don't find it a lot. What you do find, if you pay very close attention, is just some people stop showing up for work, and some people stop showing up at the bar, and they just people who were getting louder or more outspoken just kind of vanish. They just kind of go away in the community. You really don't see them again after that.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar about when that's happening.
Do you know who takes them? Where do they take them?
Well, I mean, it's the gods who take them. There's no one else that would be able to do this. Where they take them, that's something I don't know. I've been working hard to keep undercover, and so I don't tend to fraternize with people who are blowing cover. He gives a very long, hard glare at you, Bravo.
I give a long, hard glare back.
What's this fungus that I've been hearing about?
This fungus, it's honest to goodness, it's just paranoia. As far as I can tell, it's nothing that's actually damaging. I mean, like, they had a bad crop one year, and they found something to blame it on besides the weather, and they've just been rolling with that. As far as I can tell, it's not actually something very harmful. Otherwise, we'd probably have had the same problem in Eden.
Have you heard anything about submarines?
Who told you about submarines?
Some guy at the bar.
I mean, I haven't I haven't heard anything about submarines, but if they've got submarines, if that's true, then maybe that's where they take the people who don't cooperate. I don't know. I haven't heard nor seen any submarines so far.
Who else are members of this upper echelon? Who else is in the know?
You've got. I'll just lay this out for you. So you've got Raja. He's up at the top, right? You got Raja up at the top. Right under him, you've got his two second in commands. You've got Equality 67117 and Fairness 61363. Now, these names are very long and confusing, and I don't like them, so I've named them Chad and Karen. Chad is Equality, and Karen is Fairness. They're the direct overseers. Karen supervises the factory and the work, and Chad oversees the housing and the warehouse district's maintenance. That's kind of their general thing, but because they're the ones overseeing it, they're also the ones who are scraping everything off the top for Roger.
I haven't been making notes of the numbers of these people as we go. So Equality was the one who was just chatting with Dr. Dice.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I
the same
to the PC chat. So this is basically like the hierarchy information that Golden One has given you. You have Roger at the top, you have Chad and Karen at level 2, and then you have 3 housing supervisors and 3 factory managers. Their names and numbers are a hot mess, confusing, blah blah blah, so I'm not gonna, they will come up as they come up. But
all right, so I'm beginning to start to have an inkling of a plan. Should we talk about strategy going forth, or do we need to move our location first?
Golden One says, "Well, I haven't heard anything coming yet, so we may have a little bit of time, but we should probably make this fast."
Okay.
We should probably make this fast.
So, if we just knock off Equality 1, if we knock off Roger, then
We're just, Chad or Karen will take over. I think we need some sort of people-led uprising, but the people who would uprise are disappearing. So what if we find somebody who's likely to be taken soon, somebody loud, and stake them out, and then follow them when they get taken, see where they go. Because if these people are still alive, if they're just in prison somewhere, prison break, oh, your family members who disappeared are back and they want you to help them. Boom. Like, we got something going. Then we knock off the bad dude and we're out of here.
I want my weapons back. I got one of them here, and Rex pulls out Chef from his overcoat from within his armor, basically. Chef is his machete. I at least got this going on with me, but I don't know how much else we got in the avenue of weaponry.
McGregor will pull out his pistol and show the end of his grappling hook.
How did you guys get those in here?
It's pretty easy when you have a 7-foot meat man over there. They didn't look twice at Grandpa.
I don't need any weapons other than my fists, anyway.
Bravo pulls out a Gatling gun he's had the whole time. Just kidding.
So you're discussing this. Golden One goes, "Guys, wait, shush, hush up. Everyone quiet." And as you sit here and listen, you start to hear the rhythmic thudding of you start to hear a rhythmic thudding from outside. It sounds much like a small number of people marching.
What is that?
Quickly and quietly dash back to the people.
So you dash out into people, and you what you see is a small platoon, like a half dozen or so guards. They're all in their gray uniform with their helmet. One of them they all have a yellow stripe on their shirt, except for one of them who has a red stripe. And there's just a man dressed in plain normal clothes who's at the front, and he's gesturing in the vague direction of the building that you're in.
Did someone give vague directions of where we are?
I mean, Dice gave vague directions as to where we were just a minute ago, so I think we're
Oh no.
vague directions all over this place.
Dice, you vaguely done us in.
I don't think that's what happened.
I know.
No, I was pointing
This was
in the
hours
direction-
ago.
No.
I know.
Yeah.
I think somebody knocked over a dresser.
I run over to Golden One. Is there a back way out?
Well, of course there is. It wouldn't be much of a safe house if there wasn't a way to safely leave when crap hits the fan.
Hey, well, crap is spinning. Let's go.
Or we
After
could
you.
jump 'em.
How many people are in this little balloon?
Five versus
There were 6.
5 versus 6. We got a couple of weapons on us. We could take them.
I'm not much in a fight.
I don't. Yeah, what he said.
It's like 2 versus 6.
Yeah, but I count as 5.
With one machete.
Oh, you got no idea.
Let's get out of here. We can fight them when they don't think we're coming.
Golden One, he wasn't Susan's. Well, I don't know. I'm going to try and keep my cover. So y'all do whatever you want. You can follow me to leave, or you can go through the door and have a fun time. Whatever you want. I don't care.
I'm on board with keeping a low profile for the moment and getting out of here.
Greggor?
Greggor definitely wants to leave, but Matthew really, really wants to fight these guards.
Okay.
Funny, I've got the opposite. Matt wants to leave, but Rex wants to fight.
I'm so conflicted. We I think I'll try to
I go
the
last.
exit. Rex, it's not the time. There'll be plenty of skulls to crack later.
So Golden
I'll go
One,
last in line.
okay. Golden One leads you to a separate exit. This is one that goes up. It's the entranceway up into the main building. He opens those doors and he gives you the finger over the lips to be quiet as he sneaks on up, and he takes the stairwell. He just starts going up the stairwell all the way up to the roof.
To the roof?
We
Okay.
sneak after.
Sneaking.
Yes, sneaking.
Is this acting under fire?
That's what I'm thinking, because it is very important now that y'all are either quiet or have a distraction. So
It is
Yeah.
only my desire to not get a reputation of being loud that's keeping me from saying, really, we're going up, we're going to get trapped. But Bravo is thinking that, but not saying it.
okay, so y'all can decide amongst yourselves who wants to make the act under fire roll.
Sorry.
Me.
Someone who doesn't have a -1 to their cool.
Allow me. That is an 11 plus 3. That's a 14.
He's still rolling with 3 dice.
Nope.
Dang.
Dang.
So okay, so everyone can make the roll, which gives everyone an opportunity to get XP if you have that stat highlighted. But
Or gives everyone the opportunity to fail. Let's do it.
I'm gonna
Or
make
maybe
the
just the
roll.
ramifications get worse the more and more people fail.
that's true. So yeah, so that's how we'll do it. We'll do like a count of fails and passes, and that will affect the outcome. So we've got 1 success.
Oh no, she's hiding her face in her hands. Becca's laughing. What did you do?
I am a -1.
No.
Wait, what did you roll?
You got a 1?
I rolled a 1.
All right, that counts as 5 failures.
I critically failed.
You fall down the stairs.
Oh my gosh. But that's another experience point for Dice.
Yep. But remember, once you hit
So it
5,
was
you can
worth
just immediately level up. So
That's why I rolled it.
Greggor, what did you roll?
Is this under fire?
yes, this is do something under fire.
Is that what we're doing? That's a 10.
And
10 for
I
Greggor.
got a 13.
Somebody catch me as I fall down the stairs.
Holy crap!
Somebody catch me.
Okay, yeah.
since I'm last in the marching order and I got a 13, I got a 6 and a 5 and I'm +2 weird.
Hey,
Can I
that's like
catch
the same
her?
thing I did.
Is she falling downstairs in cannon? Can I catch her?
I can't just like have this cascading thing of dice where to avoid consequences. I'm sorry.
Okay, can I minimize the consequences? I did get a 13. I'll do something under fire.
So I will. Here's what happens, and you can act.
I got a 14.
Here's what I'm saying though is she rolled so low that no matter who helps her, she can't pass.
It's true.
It's valid. It's
valid.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens? So Golden One leads you. It leads you up the stairs. You go up the stairs from the first floor to the second floor. On the stairs from the second floor to the roof, this is where you really seem to realize just how dilapidated and broken down this building is. And this is punctuated by the fact that Dice's foot goes through one of the steps, and you hear this just loud clambering and clunking as wooden boards break and fall below.
Oh, thank goodness it was just her foot who went through her whole body.
Yeah. What you do hear though is you hear the clambering of boots, and you hear someone shout, "The noise is up in there. They must be in there. Go get them." And you see pounding on the door.
I turn to the other three besides me and Dice, and I say, You guys hide. I had an injury. She's here to help me."
Hey there, this is Trent, the Master of Chaos for this campaign of Gamelance Productions. Thank you for listening so far. Don't worry, the episode's not over yet. We've got a lot more of whatever the heck's going on to get through. I'm just here to remind you that you should follow or subscribe to this podcast. If you want to get notified anytime that we release a new episode, that is what you need to do. Also, you can visit our website and send us a voice message. The address is, and I know it's a bit of a doozy, but it's anchor.fm/GamelanceProductions/message. Again, that is anchor.fm/GamelanceProductions/message. Thanks to Mackenzie, who wrote our intro music, and thank you to Audionautics for all the other music that you hear throughout this podcast. Now, I have taken up enough of your time. On with the show.
I point to the blood. That's what the noise was.
I want to pull out my pistol and I say, I think I can distract him. I think I can let you all get away.
I'm here to help with that.
It's not worth it. We can get out of this. We can get out of this without damage. All they heard was a noise.
This is true.
Dice has already had to cover for us, 4 times in the first 2 hours that we've been here? She's gonna come under suspicion.
Different people every time.
Okay, so you hear the door break down at this point. What do you do?
The other three, is everybody still here in the room?
I run down the stairs and I kick something over as I run deeper in on the ground floor.
You guys.
I think this is the best way. I'll be the distraction. It'll be fine. You guys go ahead.
I say every character can do what they want individually. So,
no, I'm running after Greggor.
Okay.
There's a fight. I'm not missing out on this.
Yep. Perfect. Okay.
Oh goodness.
So Greggor and Rex are running towards the fight. Bravo, Dice.
Oh goodness.
Well, if they're not sticking around, I'm gonna look for something I can throw. Is there anything hard and projectile-like that I can use to help from a distance?
Just follow
I was gonna say,
Golden.
if they get captured, we can follow them and figure out where they take them.
Ooh, okay. All right, let's
go with Golden.
Let's cut and run.
Okay.
Bravo doesn't understand loyalty yet.
Okay, so we'll start with Greggor and Rex because they're the distraction.
So I was going to use the subterfuge. I was going to play a little cat and mouse with
I don't think Rex knows that you're going to do that.
I'm not sure, Deuce.
You didn't tell Rex the plan. He just sees you pull downstairs. He's like, "All right, fight it is."
All right.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so here's the question. We'll decide what move it is after you describe what you're going to do, because that will color it in the proper way.
Are there windows? Or is there another way out on the ground floor besides the front door?
Yes, there's a couple of windows. Most of them are kind of like boarded up. There's a couple that have like dirty, cracked glass in them. You're currently on the second floor, by the way.
Oh, okay. And so they came in the floor underneath us.
Yeah, they came in the front entrance. Y'all were trying to escape to the roof.
Well, I mentioned the pistol, but fortunately my other weapon is a chain, and it has the head tags and the infinite tags. So it's my infinite grappling hook. So I want to throw a chair through the window, through one of these cracked windows, obviously attracting attention, and then rappel my way down the side of the building.
So you want us to be one of the subterfuge moves?
Well,
it sounds like you're the bait.
Yeah, my plan is.
It sounds like bait to me.
Okay, so that is an 8. I think I would like to draw the prey all the way into the trap.
Okay, and so I guess here's the question. So that is what happens. So you're on the second floor. You see just something. Actually, you describe it. So you said you wanted to hurl something through the window. Let's get the cinematic version of that from your perspective.
So the point here is to be loud. So I grab a dining room chair and I give it a spin around and huck it through the window, hoping to draw as much attention as possible. I unwrap my grappling hook, I hook it on the frame, and I wing my way down the side of the building, making it pretty obvious what I'm doing.
Okay. So, and you got an 8?
Yep.
Okay, and so you draw your prey all the way into the trap, otherwise they only approach. So, I guess, yeah, here's the question, and it applies to Rex. Is Rex the trap, or is Rex going with you?
What do you think, Rex?
So I've got kind of a counter question.
Okay.
As he's doing this, and they have fallen for the bait all the way into the trap. Is there, at this moment, a position I can take where I can evaluate them really quickly to see what I'm dealing with before I jump into action? Behind cover, behind a wall, peering over a corner, something where I can evaluate while they are distracted by the bait.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, this is a furniture warehouse. There's still, furniture littered about. The stuff in the basement is really just the stuff that's damaged or was unsellable. Everything's unsellable now, but you could find you find like a dresser or something that you could hide behind and watch.
I want to take a position quickly so I can see what I'm dealing with. I know that Greggor was able to quickly see that, there's 6 guards. One of them's got like the red patch. The two things I want to take most notice of are A, weapons, B, armor.
Okay, so here's what happens, and we'll do it in real time. So,
can I add one thing actually real quick?
Absolutely.
I want to toss Rex my pistol before I jump out the window.
That works. Okay. So, Greggor, you chuck your pistol over to Rex. Rex catches it. Rex goes and runs for cover. Greggor grabs a something or other, probably like a chair or like a small end table, hucks it through a window. You just hear this shattering, this clattering and bang as the chair falls into the alleyway and explodes. Actually, it falls into the alleyway and just explodes. You hear the guard just thundering up the stairs. Greggor just runs pell-mell for the window, hooks his grappling hook onto something, and repels himself out the window. It's just slow enough that the guards see him going out of it, and the guards are rushing on their way towards the window. Rex, I want you to read a stitch. That's where you'll find out the information.
Okay, that is sharp.
Yes.
Okay. 6.
Okay, well, you get to ask one anyways.
Which enemy is the biggest threat?
You did roll a 6, so here's the thing. So I'll give you some stuff for free, just things you'll notice just by looking at them. Okay, so most of the guards, they come thundering up here. They're holding their truncheons. Now,
So what's a truncheon?
okay, truncheon. I'll share an image. A truncheon, it's basically
It's a beat 'em stick.
it's a
Hitty
beat 'em
stick.
stick.
Oh yeah, okay, I see it. It's a club.
But yeah, so you see they're all equipped with those. Now the biggest threat that you see is the one who has a pistol holster in his side, and it is the one with the red stripe on his collar. Now, as you see this, you see them. They run and they see Greggor go out the window. The guy in red just yells at everyone to go downstairs and get him. And as they turn in your direction and see your head poking around the dresser, watching them.
Oh, no.
And one of them yells, "There's another one in here!" And so the two of them go running in your direction.
And the other 4 run downstairs.
Yes, the other 4 run downstairs, 2 run in your direction, and we're gonna cut over to Bravo and Dice and Golden One up on the roof.
I find 2 people that made bad decisions today.
Okay, so Bravo, Dice. You're up on the roof. You see Golden One. If you were to come up here, it doesn't look like there's much. It's a gravel roof. There's some kind of shrapnel and debris up and around. But what you do see is you see Golden One grabs a very long 1x8 plank, and he picks it up and he hucks it across the gap between this building and the adjacent one, and he runs across.
So we have to follow him. Okay.
You can do whatever you'd like.
That's the only way out. This seems like the only way out other than back down, and I don't want to go down there, so
I'm gonna look at the plank and look at the area, see how stable it is, and see if there's anything I can do to make it more stable or safe.
Okay.
I am a mechanic by trade, so I think
You are a mechanic.
that's how I would think about this.
I'm gonna just go for it and run across.
Wait, you're not gonna wait until I've checked it out?
Oh,
Yeah.
if you're checking it out, then I'll wait. Okay.
I'll just go ahead and I got a 12.
So yeah, you look around. It's pretty secure. It's a wide enough board. But there's like some bricks or a cinder block that you could use to weight it down so it doesn't shift on you.
Oh, perfect. I do that.
So you're able to do that and cross.
Then I'll cross after him.
All 3 of you are on the roof of the adjacent building, and Golden One he looks at you, Bravo, and says, "Come help me get the brick you put on this stupid board off so we can bring it over here."
It's a break. It shouldn't be hard to pull the board out from under it, right?
So describe this to me exactly. So you just go over and grab the board.
Wait, so I'm imagining on the side that I came from, there's like a cinder
Yes.
block on top of the board, right?
Correct. Yes.
And it's like a 10-foot board extending over the gap.
Yeah.
Okay. I look down below. Is there anybody in the street? Do we happen to be right over any of the guards coming out of the building?
Yes. So you look down there and you see Greggor just finishing his descent. He's wiggling the chain to try and get it to unhook, and you see a couple of guards starting to round the corner to chase him.
Okay. And it's not directly over Greggor, is it?
No, it's not. It's kind of in the corner. So like if you were to imagine it as like a square roof, you've got the back corner where the doorway from the stairs would have been. It's in that area.
Okay. Well, Greggor's in a 1 versus 4 situation. I know we need to hide, but it's not the craziest thing for random debris to fall off a dilapidated building. So I'm going to pull this sucker. I'm going to yank the board toward me rather than kind of twisting it to the side to try to get the cinder block to fall down on the guards below. And so I'm going to wait until one of them is about to pass beneath, figuring in the amount of time that the cinder block will take to fall, and then I'll yank. So would that count as suckering someone?
Heck yeah, it would.
Okay, I have a 0 in hard.
So let's see how this goes.
Did I tell you to highlight hard?
No, you said either hot or sharp. Okay.
Oh.
7.
Yeah, so that's I'm just trying to figure out like how much harm would you take from dropping a cinder block from 2 stories onto someone?
I think death.
A lot.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I'm yeah. Let's see.
I'm not a medical professional, but
I play one on a role-playing game. Oh,
This guy is definitely taking 3 armor piercing.
all right.
This is a 2 folly store.
Is this a direct hit on the head, or is it like a glancing blow on the shoulder?
Okay, so let's describe this. So you have this board, and Golden One is he's there trying to just like shake the brick off so he can pull the board, and you instead just grab it and hold it stand up for someone together, and then just rotate it. You pull it and rotate it to drop it onto someone. And one of these poor unsuspecting guards, they're just running after this dude in a threadbare tweed coat with the patches on his sleeves, a little gray in the temples. Like, this guy should be easy to catch. He's a little older. He should be slow. Wham! One of the guards in front just takes a cinder block just right into him, and he just crumples. He is dead, man.
You killed him. First fatality.
I pull the board back and duck under the edge as quick as I can to make it seem like that was a dreadful coincidence. And
Oh no, what an accident.
Oh my gosh.
Aaron just murdered someone.
Oh, thank you for blowing the doors wide open for Rex.
Oh my gosh.
Hopping over to Rex. Rex, you've got two dudes running at you.
All right, really quickly, I just want to clarify a couple things super quickly. First off, I have 2 armor, right?
Yes.
Okay. Second off, not to be messed with. Small gang, I think we detailed that. That means I count as like 5 to 10 people in combat.
That is accurate.
Okay. Let's see.
So, let's see. If there's a size mismatch, the bigger gang inflicts +1 harm and gets +1 armor for each size difference.
Is the guy with the red stripe going after Rex or going after me?
He's going after you.
see the guy hit with the cinder block?
Unfortunately, no.
Dang it.
Well, so Rex doesn't know that the rules have changed here, so he's still going to try to be slightly subtle. Subtle's not the right word. He's not going to try to murder anyone, I guess, at this point yet. What he is going to do is, let's see. Well, they're advancing on him from behind the wardrobe, right? They're just like basically running up with their clubs.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to wait for them to get a little bit closer and then round the corner and hit one of them in the head as hard as I can.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So the situation is you're still like taking cover, but once they get within range, you're just gonna smack one of them as hard as you can with what? Your fist, the pistol, a stick?
Ooh, I can whip them with the pistol. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, because this just sounds like seized by force.
Oh yeah, that's presumably. Just because I guess here's my question / point. One of the 4 variations is keep hold of something you have. Presumably there's an inverse, which is literally seize by force.
So you'll seize by force, and what you're attempting to seize is his weapon.
Sounds good. Roll hard.
Yep.
Before exchanging damage.
Correct.
That is a 9 + 3, 12.
Okay, so on a 10+, choose 3.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to choose the latter 3. Suffer little harm, take definite control, and impress, dismay, or frighten the enemy.
Okay, perfect. So you describe what happens.
As one of them attempts to kind of round the wardrobe, I'm kind of imagining it in my head. They're both of them are trying to pincer me. One's coming in from the left, one's coming in from the right. I'm getting the one on my left as he tries to round the wardrobe and just hook him in the head as hard as I can. Hopefully with the intent that he falls over and round the wardrobe as quick as I can before the other guy manages to round it and do anything to me.
So the two, they come around in the pincer formation like you were talking about. The one on the left, he comes to swing at you. You grab it with your left hand and just bash him in the face with the pistol. He conveniently lets go of it and topples to the ground just with a bloody nose, just kind of writhing in his stun pain. So you now have a truncheon, and the dude behind you is very much dismayed, and he hesitates for a second.
Get on the ground right now.
He doesn't do that. He holds his truncheon at you with two hands, kind of a baseball style, and just says you need to step down.
Nope, I warned you. And I'm gonna hit him with the truncheon.
Okay.
I don't give second chances.
Yep. Okay. Well, seize something by force.
Oh goodness, that's another 9 + 3.
Alrighty.
I like fighting.
It's almost as if you were built to do it.
Oh yeah, how about that?
Alrighty. So which do you pick?
Okay. This time I'm kind of doing the opposite. I'm going for the top 3. Inflict terrible harm, suffer little harm, and take definite control.
And your intent is still to stun them, correct? Or are you
Maybe
not,
this one not
are
as
you
much.
You're not being as careful this time around.
Not on this one. First guy I
Okay.
didn't manage to get a warning out to, so, not his fault. This guy, I told him to stand down. He did not.
So you inflict terrible harm. So the club would normally do 2. So you raise it up to 3 harm. You suffer little harm. So the harm that he would deal to you would be 2, but it's now dropped to 1, and you have 2 armor. 2 armor, so you're fine. And you take definite undeniable control of it. So you just take this club and you clock him with it, and he goes down. He is out of the fight.
Okay. Which of them are still alive?
The dude writhing on the floor with a bloody nose.
Okay. I'm gonna stuff him inside of the wardrobe. I don't want him coming after me.
This is going to be a do something under fire.
8 plus 3, 11.
You do something on fire, it's 11. You are able to do it. You're just able to pick him up and squash him into a ball, shove him into the wardrobe, and I presume like push the dresser up to barricade it so he's stuck there.
Oh, that's a better. Just before I do that, I'm gonna jam the other baton in between like the handles, and then I'll push it up to the wall.
So that works. You turn around to survey your handiwork. You see this dude on the ground who, after further consideration, I remember you're a small gang against a single dude, so you did 4 harm to this guy with a stick. He's dead, man. Like,
oh man, that one was a shame. Yeah, after surveying the deceased man, I just shake my head and go, I warned him.
Nice. Alrighty. So with that, we now cut over, like it's right as the music settles and say that, then we just hard cut over to Greggor running down the alley. There's now only 3 guards behind you. How did you react when you just heard the loud crunching, crumbling sound of a cinder block falling 2 stories onto a dude?
I imagine that's a sound that one never forgets and wishes that they'd never heard. But do I look up and can I see my 3 allies escaping? Or
Yes.
is Bravo too quick with the board?
No, yeah, you'd see them still pulling the board over.
Okay. I'm encouraged by that. I want to try to get my grappling hook, retrieve my grappling hook, and then my plan is to lead these 3 on a merry chase.
Alrighty. We're gonna do 2 things. It's gonna be a nested rolls, okay? So the first one you're gonna act under fire to dislodge your grappling hook before they get to you.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll probably do a subterfuge move.
That is a 14.
Good.
I'm very cool.
Y'all are rolling like none other today.
It's
Either
Except me.
the Google roller. It's great.
This makes up for those kidney stones I didn't have.
Every time I've rolled, I've failed.
You got a 1. I still can't get over that.
I'm so mad about it.
Alrighty. Okay, so you succeed doing it under fire, so you're able to disentangle your grappling hook from the window, get it down to you. Next, from what you're describing, you want to lead them on a merry chase. It sounds like you're the mouse in a cat and mouse chase.
I'm happy to be the mouse. So that is another cool roll.
Yep.
That is a 9.
Okay, on a 7 to 9, your hunter catches you out, but only after you've led them to a place of your choosing. Say where.
So, I want to lead them back through the terrain that Bravo and I covered on our way in. Some of that dilapidated area between the warehouse region and the residential region. So, kind of weave through the husk of an empty building, and my goal is to try to separate him. I specifically want to keep Red Stripe on my tail, but I don't know how successful I am in separating him from his 2 comrades.
Okay, so you're able to lead them. You lead them on a merry chase, as you said. You're able to dodge and weave, but unfortunately, it just shows they know the city far better than you do. With their much longer tenure here than less than 24 hours. So
Understandable.
Yeah. Eventually they pin you in a dead end. Unfortunately, you're not able to separate the the red stripe from the rest of his comrades. They pin you in an alleyway. It's a dead end alleyway. What do you do?
I want to get my chain and I just start swinging it, and I get it going to the point that it kind of creates that scary hum as it whips through the air. I say, yeah, there's 3 of you, but the first one is getting this.
So yeah, the guy in red, he pulls out his gun and just aims at you and says, "We've got you outnumbered. You need to stand down."
I'm going to do my best Indiana Jones and try to whip my grappling hook around the gun that he's pointing at me. And I understand that probably means I'm going to get shot. But, oh well.
Yeah, that's definitely seized by force.
So, one of my Battle Babe moves is Ice Cold.
Uh-huh.
So is seizing by force going aggro on someone? Is that the same?
No, so they're a little bit different. Going aggro on someone is when they don't have the opportunity. It's one-way violence, basically. If you have someone at your disposal, like your threat, then that would be going aggro. Seized by force is two-way. Just the way you're describing it, it sounds to me like seized by force. You're not...
Okay, cool.
It's just the perceived threat. This is 3 guys, and one of them has a gun against a dude with a chain with a heavy weight on the end. Like, yeah, it's dangerous, but like I feel pretty secure with the dude with the gun.
Yeah, that's fair. So that's hard?
Yes.
Okay. Well, on the upside, that's going to give me some experience, regardless of what happens next. That is a 6. Not so good.
Ooh.
Okay. You exchange harm, but first roll plus hard. On a 10 plus, choose 3. On a 7 to 9, choose 2, and on a miss, choose 1.
I would like to take definite and undeniable control of it.
Okay, here's what happens. So you have your chain, you just whip it out, and what are you trying to grab again?
I'm trying to wrap it around his hand and the gun that he's pointing at me.
Okay, so yeah, so you are able to do that. You are able to take definite undeniable control. You wrap the chain around his hand just after he gets a shot off.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to take 3 harm.
Okay, and I have armor, so that drops it to 2.
Yes, so you've taken harm. So you'll need to make the harm move. So the harm move, when you suffer harm, roll plus harm suffered. So it's after armor if you're wearing any. On a 10 plus, the MC can choose 1. On a 7 to 9, the MC can choose 1. On a miss, the MC can nevertheless choose something from the 7 to 9 list. If she does, though it is instead of some of the harm you're suffering, so take -1 harm.
Okay, so I got a 7 plus the 2 harm is 9.
Yes, okay. You wrap the chain around him, and you try to yank him off balance, but he gets a shot off before you're able to do that. So you pull on the chain, he fires, but drops the gun, and you have to, we'll say you have to dive to get the gun. So that's how you've lost your footing. So what do you do now?
So from the floor, I point the gun up at the boss, and I say, "All right, sir, now it's your turn to back down." And I believe that is going aggro. No, that's... I don't know. I still am learning these rules. Sorry, team.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm still learning too. This is the first time ever.
I think that one's going.
Yeah, that definitely feels like going aggro. The idea is stand down or I shoot you.
Did he take any damage from my chain?
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Okay, sorry. So what's the harm on your chain?
It is 2 harm.
Okay, yeah. So the chain connected and it yanked. He's like handling his wrist, but he doesn't seem to have taken any harm.
Okay, he's got some sort of armor.
Yep.
Sounds good.
They've got 1 armor, and because they're a larger gang size than you, they have extra armor.
Oh, do I take more damage then?
Yeah, that's why you took
3.
That's why you took 3 harm instead of 2.
Okay, cool.
If it was just a 1-on-1, you would have only taken 2 harm.
So, I need to make my roll for aggro.
Yep.
Oh, rubbish. That is a 7.
Okay, on a 7 to 9, they choose one of the above.
At least it's not a 6.
At least it's not a 1.
I mean, look on the bright side. There's no difference between a 1 and a 6.
You got a 6. On a miss, be prepared for the worst. Wait, was it a 6 or a 7 that you got?
I got a 7.
7. Okay. Okay, so the guy in red, he says, "Okay, how about this? You come with us and we'll let your friends go."
I mean, they're already gone, but I want to take advantage.
We've got more than just us, the 6 of us, to scour this city.
So while he's talking, can I try to regain my feet, keeping the gun on him?
Yes, you can. The other 2 guards, they are on you too. They've got their sticks and they're keeping you at bay.
Can I read a situation?
Yes.
That is sharp.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, no, that's a 6. This is not going well.
Okay, well, ask one anyways.
All this experience you're getting.
So much experience. I mean, I want to ask what is my best escape route, but I think I'm rather pinned. How about which enemy is the biggest threat? Or no, which enemy is the most vulnerable to me?
Yeah, you take a quick glance at these 3 men before you. The red one doesn't have anything in his hands. They're kind of up. But the one on the left and one on the right both have their truncheons. But you notice the one on the left is shaking. His hands are shaking a little bit. As you look over and notice this, the guy on the right clocks you with his truncheon.
Oh no. Okay.
He's gonna be doing. He's just trying to stun you. He's just trying to knock you unconscious. But you're still gonna. It's gonna be three harm again. But it's gonna be S harm.
Okay.
So.
That puts me.
Is that still -1 from his armor?
Yes. So. To recall, so S harm means stun harm. The effect is if you just stagger around in a confused daze, cool. If you do anything else, you're acting under fire.
So I think that puts me at -6 now.
So
right,
we're doing a trade-off. So instead of dealing actual harm to you, they're stunning you.
So do I get to act still?
So we're gonna have you do the harm move again because even though it's stun harm, you did take harm.
Okay, cool.
Does he exchange harm? Does he get to shoot one of them?
No, because
I was looking around.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was a
it's-
punishment. Okay.
Yep.
Well, it's unequivocal. It's a 12
Oh no.
You're
plus
unconscious.
the harm.
You're unconscious.
Okay, alrighty. I tried.
we see this. You've got your gun trained and you're looking between them. You look over at the guy on the left, notice he's shaking, and unfortunately just don't see the other guy's club just coming down on your head, and the lights go out. With that, we cut over to Rex, Bravo, Golden One, and Dice.
Did I reconnect with the rest of them?
That's my question. I imagine you would. I mean, obviously you want to reconnect with them.
That is my goal, to look for them. Instead of, because my 2 options basically at this point are A, look for Greggor, B, look for the rest of them. Regrettably, I'm trusting Greggor with being able to outmaneuver them. So my main goal now is to look for the rest of the gang and make sure I see them as kind of like defenseless. so I'm going to try to be there for them.
So our plan was that we would follow if one of them got captured. So I assume
Once we got to the other building, we came down and like sneakily peered around the corner. And if we see Rex coming out of the building alone, then we would reconnect with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want to play that out?
Yeah, Rex is probably going through the main entrance. Yeah, Rex comes down the stairs pretty quickly since he's not really worried about staying hidden at this point. And runs through the front door to see what's going on, if he can find anyone, if he can hear anyone.
Yeah, Rex, you come out. There's no one on the street. The guards have all been dealt with, and you can't see the civilian who led them here anywhere.
Oh, who was watching us? Damn it. So once we got onto the second roof, do we just come down the building?
Yeah.
To get out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just making it to the bottom, reconnecting with Rex. If everyone's gone.
I look around the corner and I see Rex coming out, and I wait a few seconds and observe. And it looks like he doesn't look like he's running away from anyone. So I'm like, Rex,
Look over and run on over.
did you deal with them?
I dealt with 2 of them, yeah. Have you guys seen Greggor? You know where he went up to?
No, he ran off.
No.
Let's see if we can tail him.
You guys weren't followed by anyone?
I don't think so. Golden One, did you see any?
Nope, we got away clean. Thanks to your very colorful distraction that your friend made.
This is true. But now we have to figure out where he went.
If he got captured, we don't want to be seen. So
No.
I think I was already seen, so I might have a target on my head. If any of them that managed to run away and go chase Greggor got a look at me, which I think they might have, then I could be in trouble here.
Well, let's also not forget about the little stunt that our friend pulled. I'm not going to say it wasn't effective, but dropping a cinder block on someone's head, it's hard to not go noticed by that one.
Golden One,
in some capacity.
Were you hired to complain about everyone and everything? Is that your job here?
Look, I was sent in here to get this done, and I've been here too long. I want to get this thing freaking done.
Yeah,
Bravo.
let's do it. So, let's get things done. All right. Are we
Bravo.
chasing this guy or what?
Bravo, did you drop a cinder block on someone?
A little bit.
Nice. Good job. You're learning, kid.
Just look over and see his corpse in the alley.
All right, it's 3-on-1
Okay.
for Greggor.
We gotta find him. Let's
We gotta
let's
go.
get a move on.
They think Gregor's my grandfather, and Dice vouched for him. So if they catch him and interrogate him, this whole operation is going to crap.